Hi, welcome to Pour the Wine. It's ROM-COM time, where we'll sip some wine and review all things rom-com on the Hallmark Channel. I'm Amy.
And I'm Gary. But before we get into the review, we should...
Wait.
What?
You didn't pour the wine yet. Are you going to pour it?
Oh, shoot. Man, hold on one second.
We have it sitting right here. It's tempting me.
I know it's tempting, right? And I forgot to pour it. That was my fault.
We are pouring a Cab Sav.
Yes.
Again, because it's our fave. But one of these days we'll probably...
No.
Have it.
No.
We will. We'll have a different one.
Cheers to episode 2. Before we get into the review, I think we should give a shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning Super Bowl 59.
Yes. The Super Bowl was just this past weekend.
Yes.
And Philly killed it out there. They came out to play.
They were firing on all aspects of the
cylinders,
game.
Every aspect, and Kansas City had no answer.
None whatsoever. I felt sorry for Mahomes because he was constantly on the run.
I don't even know how many times he got sacked.
Oh, just say a lot.
That's
all you need to say. Just say a lot.
He's probably sore on Monday.
But this was their second Super Bowl win in 7 years.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Good for Philly, and that's pretty good for you to compliment them.
I know. I'm a Cowboys fan.
You're a Cowboys fan to your detriment.
Yeah. What are we going on, 30 years now? That's a long time.
Well, at least I'm a Colts fan, so I don't have much hope for a few years, probably.
Well, I could tell you this: if they get rid of Parsons, I'm gonna become a Colts fan too. So, anyways,
okay, come on over. We're definitely a house divided.
Yes, we are. We have one boy that likes the Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Check.
One boy that likes the Eagles,
and he had a great year.
Yes, he did, and he was very joyful this past weekend. And what about the girls? The girls like football?
They enjoy going to the parties for football, I think.
Yeah, I think they're more the party goers than the actual watching the games.
As the rest of us are. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did we do this week? We played catch up on The Way Home, season 3.
Yes, we did.
We are still about an episode or two behind.
Right.
I think so. We're trying to catch up there. We also decided to dive in and get Hallmark Plus finally.
Yay!
I've been wanting it since it launched, but but we did, so we can watch all the Christmas movies.
I know.
That's our favorite time of year.
I know, we love Christmas
I really want to
movies.
watch Holidays.
Yeah.
That's that series that's on.
Yes.
We didn't watch that
we'll get
this
to
past
it. We'll
Christmas
get to
season. So
anyways, today we're reviewing The Wish Swap that aired on Saturday, February 8th. This is the second of 4 all-new movies as part of Hallmark Channel's Love-uary. And now that the wine is poured, how about you hit us with a synopsis?
Let's go. Casey and Henry are 2 strangers who share a birthday. After blowing out their candles simultaneously, they make wishes that are mysteriously granted, but not for themselves, for each other. As they navigate these swapped lives, they collaborate to fulfill each other's wishes and, unknowingly, fall in love in the process. It stars Emily Tennant, plays Casey. She was recently in All I Need for Christmas in 2024 and Holiday Hotline in 2023.
Awesome.
Jake Foy plays Henry. He was most recently in Confessions of a Christmas Letter in 2024. And he was in Chicken Sisters, the new series with Leah Thompson, Wendy Malick.
Okay. Something we got to watch?
Just something we got. Yeah, I think we should watch that now that we have Hallmark Plus.
Put it on the little list.
We can watch it. Oh, it's added to the list for sure. Wish Swap also stars Molly Saunders, who plays Charlotte, and that is Jake Foy's niece. She actually only had 3 acting credits on her filmography.
That was it?
That was it. And I thought she was so great.
She was excellent in this.
She's so great. So hopefully there's more to come from her for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Jason Fernandez plays Peter. He works for Jake. He is friends with and likes Molly.
Yes.
He was in one of his acting credits was Cruel Summer, which we enjoyed too, the first season. Ooh. He was in a few episodes of that.
That was a good series too.
Matt Hamilton plays Simon, Jake's brother. Okay. He was in 3 Wise Men and a Baby and 3 Wiser Men and a Baby.
Oh, that's right. He was the neighbor.
The neighbor. Yes.
With all the decorations and everything.
Eric Keenly-Side plays Mac, Jake's dad.
Okay.
He has a ton of acting credits, and he was most recently in A Reason for the Season in 2024.
Well, good for him.
Iris Quinn plays Jan, Jake's mom. She was most recently in All I Need for Christmas in 2024 and a few episodes of Firefly Lane.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Another
the Netflix
good
series.
series. Wow.
Yan K. Crystal Lowe plays Jess, Emily's friend and coworker. She's really good in it.
She's really is good
in it too.
You know who she reminds me of?
Who?
The lady from Shrinking. The neighbor. She looks like her.
Oh, she looks like the actress who plays the
Yes.
neighbor in Shrinking. I can kind of see it.
Okay.
I can kind of see it.
I just
I'll
thought
give
I'd
you
throw that
that
in
one.
there.
I'll give you that one for now. She is actually known for being in the Signed, Sealed, and Delivered series and movies.
Huh.
Pascal Hutton plays Coach Gloria,
Okay.
and she is in When Calls the Heart.
Oh.
Yeah,
When
should we start
Calls the Heart.
watching When Calls the Heart?
I think so.
That's one series that's been on for a while that we haven't watched.
Yeah, I know. We got so many things to watch.
Now that we have Hallmark Plus, we can go back 10 years and watch.
Oh, my goodness. That is a lot of stuff to watch.
That's a wrap
That's a wrap. All
for the
right.
cast
Well,
for now.
you want to get into our first takes?
Sure, you go first. What's your
Okay.
first take?
Well, I, again, enjoyed the chemistry between Emily and Jake.
Yes,
Again,
it was really good.
The banter was spot on again. I'm giving kudos to Hallmark for, pairing these actors together because, it's what makes the movie.
Yeah. I think their personalities matched each other.
What about you?
Perfectly.
What did you like?
I just really enjoyed it overall. I thought it was light, cute, fun. I also really liked the premise of the wish swap.
Oh,
Making
yeah.
a wish and
That was
somebody else
pretty- that
getting
was pretty
yours
cool.
and you getting someone else's and kind of seeing where that goes. I
Yeah.
thought that was great. I really enjoyed, like you just mentioned, the chemistry between Emily and Jake and their whole process of getting to know each other throughout the show, throughout the wish swap, throughout the
Right.
dance competition. I just thought it flowed naturally and seemed seamless,
Yeah,
basically.
it
Mhm.
did. The other thing I kind of liked too was Emily and her friend Yankee. I thought they had a very good
Yeah, they
chemistry,
had a
too.
great they had
And
a
it's
great
not too
chemistry
often
as best
that
friends.
the
Mhm.
the
friends.
supporting cast, for me anyways, give a kudo for that.
Yeah. And for me, another first take was just the scenery and the backdrop of the farm. I love farm.
It was beautiful.
I'm a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll.
I know.
So
I wonder where
I
that
like
came
both.
from.
So I really enjoyed that. The farm life, the relaxed country life. I thought that was great. And can we take a minute to appreciate all the reality TV references
Yes, Queen.
that Emily brought up throughout? It was sort of sprinkled throughout
Yes.
the movie, and I just love that because we love reality TV ourselves. They're sort of our
yeah.
guilty pleasures.
Yeah, you got me hooked on Housewives.
Housewives,
Every last
you
one of
can't help
them.
it.
Yes.
All the cooking shows. We love Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, definitely.
We love Top Chef. We're into reality shows. So
Kitchen
I thought that was
Nightmares. Ooh, that's disgusting. Oh, and one other thing. I did like Jake and Molly's, bantering back and forth, his niece. Yeah,
with
I
his
thought-
niece, she was cute.
Yeah. So let's get into our favorite scenes.
Alrighty.
What was your favorite scene?
One of my favorite scenes.
Mhm.
We have to talk about at the very, very beginning when they're at the restaurant
Mhm.
and there's just wine all over the table.
Ooh,
They're
that's
all
right.
drinking wine. Everybody has a glass of wine.
Oh, that was.
We were enjoying our wine while we were watching the wine on the table. So that definitely deserves a shout out.
You see how
At the
these shows
beginning.
get you? They put these little props up there, some wine, some food, and next thing you know, you're drinking wine and eating food. Crazy, right?
So seriously though, what was one of your favorite scenes? Then I'll go into mine.
Well, I have to
realize.
say that the wish scene was my favorite.
Yes, me too.
I just love the fact that when she reached over to hand him the cake, they both held it. her friend goes, "No, you can't. You got to close your eyes before you blow the candles out."
Yes.
And when they did that, the lights dim, spotlight on them, the camera rolls around them. They're the only ones in the scene. And then it pans back out to everybody being in the restaurant again. I just love that concept.
I totally agree. I thought that was great. And, it kind of reminds me of, too, when it's your birthday, and this is one reason I don't like doing big celebrations like that or going out, and because I don't like the spotlight on me.
Yeah.
At all. It makes me too nervous. I don't like opening gifts in front of people. I don't know why. Ever since I was a little kid, it just makes me nervous. And then you got to blow out the candles and people are watching you. And it just, I want to crawl into a shell.
And you know what? That's kind of funny because, ever since we've been together, you've kind of brought me out of my shell because I was kind of like an introvert. And now I want the spotlight.
Yeah.
Somebody's singing happy birthday to me. I'm up, I'm hooting and hollering and dancing around.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
maybe you've come
funny.
a little too far out of your shell.
I know. You're like, bump the brakes, bump the brakes.
I'm better in like a one-on-one setting or mulling around a party than doing something like that in the spotlight.
But the other crazy thing about you, too, is that you can walk into a room full of strangers and walk back out with a friend.
Oh,
like all of them.
That's nice.
So that's where you're good.
Yeah,
that's where I'm not good.
You just want the spotlight on.
I just want the spotlight. I don't want to make
whoop
it
up
friends
in front of everybody. Okay, gotcha.
All right. So, what was another scene that you liked?
I just enjoyed, in general, the Emily and Jake when they were dancing around the farm, like in the back of the pickup,
so cool.
And then when they were in the barn. There were a handful of scenes like that throughout the movie, and I just thought that was great. Maybe it is my countryside, coming out, that I just, we sort of moved away from. I mean, we're not in the country, but we're definitely out country-ish, where it's quiet. You can see the stars and everything, and I loved that. So, throwing it back to you. Do you have another favorite scene?
Yeah. Another one of my favorite scenes was when Jake, Molly, and Jason, they're working on the truck at the barn. When Emily comes around, she asks, "Did you guys drop a truck on the Wicked Witch of the farm?"
That was really funny.
How hilarious was that?
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the Wizard of Oz shout out there.
I know, and if there would have been a little bit of Hallmark weather, we could have probably put in a tornado.
A tornado. Ooh,
we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto.
We are not.
Did you have any more scenes? Or?
Well, it's not really a scene so much as just the general idea of the fact that they made up quickly after the fight.
Yeah.
Even though it really wasn't a fight. When she gets upset with him about him looking at her computer, and she was very offended by that, obviously. But I feel like they wrapped that up pretty quickly, because I don't like it when it's long and drawn out and over dramatized. I just felt like it was a quick wrap up, and I thought that was great.
Yeah, but he should have been in the doghouse. He's looking at her computer like that. What's wrong with him?
I would totally snoop. I'm not gonna lie. If you had wishes on you, I might. I think I have it in me to just snoop a little bit.
Did y'all
just
hear
a little
that?
bit.
She was
Snoop.
Snoop.
I admit it. I own it. I admit it. All right, throwing it back to you.
Yes, my last favorite scene is the goat scene.
Oh, yes, the goats.
Yes. Goats are very aggressive when you go to feed them.
They are.
And when she was feeding them, and she had to get up on the hay because, they were attacking us. I just thought it was funny. And their rectangle eyes just weirds me out so much.
It's so wild. Didn't she have to yell for him too?
Yes.
She had to yell for him to come and help her.
Would you yell? Would you ask me for help?
I would.
I don't know if I'd go in there.
Yes, you would. I would definitely call for you. No question.
I'd leave you to the goats.
All right. Are we ready for some cheers and jeers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. What was your biggest cheer?
My biggest cheer would have been, and I keep going back to it, I just love how they did the birthday wish and how she had a list. And she had 3. And the first one was dance on Dance Your Heart Out. The second was doing stand-up comedy at a nightclub. And of course, The third one was fall in love.
Fall in love.
Who doesn't want to fall in love? What about you? Did you have any big cheers?
Mine would have been the same. I felt like the wish scene would have been my number one big cheer. I just thought it was cool. We've already discussed it, how they filmed it, what they did, the spotlight, the slow-mo, the blowing out of the candles.
Yeah.
I that would probably be my biggest cheer. And the whole concept of it.
Right.
The whole concept and the premise of the movie. So what would your 3 wishes be?
My 3 wishes, if I were to get 3 wishes, would be to grow old with you.
Oh,
To win the lottery.
definitely.
We all do. So that we could do this full time with each other.
So full-time podcast
Yes.
would be your 3rd wish.
What would be your 3 wishes?
Let's see. Given, health and prosperity for the children, of course. That would be our number one. That aside, to see many, 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 many more moons with you.
Yes.
Many, many,
lasso
many.
and bring it back down to you.
To have podcast success.
Yes.
For sure. And to write a book.
Yes. You've
One of
always
these
wanted to
days.
write a book.
Yes.
And I'm going to hold you to writing that book.
You hold me to writing a book. We'll see how that goes.
I will. So are there any more cheers that you have?
I have a few. A few of the transitions I really liked, from dancing in the back of the truck and it went straight to like the competition. I thought that was cool,
Yeah.
to one of their dances. And then sort of reverse from the competition, you're not sure if they won or not. You're pretty sure they won because it's Hallmark. But
Right.
instead of them showing them winning the trophy at the dance competition, they go back to the farm and they're
Yes.
in the bed of the truck.
Right.
And then when they pan out to the trophy, I thought that was a really cool way.
Yeah. I mean, I give them kudos for
transition.
shooting the way they did.
Yeah. So, and that kind of goes along with, my cheers would be, as I've mentioned before, dancing in the bed of the truck and the barn scene dancing. And then I also liked the feet at the beginning of the different dances. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
those were theirs during the different dances that they did throughout the competition.
Do you remember the 3 dances they did?
Waltz,
Yes.
swing,
Yes.
and tango.
Dango. Because it takes 2 to.
Tango, hardy har.
Which leads me into my next cheers.
Oh, what's your next cheer?
Which is, I love the puns that they had. And that was one of them. When they did the 3 twos, because English, you got to have the same word that sounds the same, but it's spelled 3 different ways.
And it means
which
3
was
different
2,
things.
2, and 2.
Right,
which
right.
I thought was funny. Another
That
one
was funny.
was, I think it was when they finished their first dance and they were chosen to move on to the next round. And Spencer had asked them about, what they had done that day. And she talked about milking a cow. And then her pun was something like in a pinch. And then he turned to...
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And then he turned
Yes,
to Jake
yes.
and he said, and how was that? And he said, it was a utter failure. So that was another one of my
Almost like
cheers.
dad jokes throughout the whole thing.
It
Dad jokes.
seriously
Right
was,
up your
'cause that's
alley.
something I would say.
Right up your alley for sure. For sure.
Oh, yeah. Did you have any more?
Nope, that was it.
Well, I
for
have
me.
one more. One more.
Okay,
And I
one
don't
more.
know if you caught this, but when she was first milked the cow, she was sitting on a stool with her phone.
Before she milked the cow.
Before she milked the cow, watching a YouTube video.
Yes, I remember that.
I don't know if it was YouTube, but she was watching a video on how to milk a cow.
Right.
Well, later on in the movie, Jake was doing the same thing in the kitchen. He was watching a video on how to dance. I think it was the swing.
I didn't catch that.
You didn't catch
That's
that?
right. Yeah.
I wonder if anybody
yeah.
else did.
Oh, probably.
I just
but
thought it
I
was
did
funny.
not catch. I did not catch that at all.
Yeah.
But it's so great now. Everybody's so lucky you can watch a video. I mean, that just sort of makes me think about you can watch a video for just about anything now, and it makes it so much easier because so many people are visual learners like that.
Me, I'm
Instead
one.
of reading a manual,
Yes.
if somebody's got it on YouTube or wherever and you can watch it and then do it, I mean, it saved people a lot of money too.
It saved us a lot of money.
Lots of DIY projects,
Yes.
lots of car repairs.
Yep.
That's great. No, I didn't notice that. That was a good catch. Good catch.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
you.
So what about your biggest jeer?
My biggest jeer would probably be, as much as I love the premise and the wishes that they did at the beginning, I sort of wish they would have
No pun.
looped back to it in some way for the magic of it all.
Right.
And they don't even have to really explain it, but kind of, I feel like that was sort of left unanswered.
Right.
Why did it swap? What caused the swap?
Right. I get
Even
it.
though they ended up living out their wishes, really, their wishes came true. I just feel like that sort of didn't come full circle in the movie. So that would be my,
you know what they could have done is
biggest
when
jeer.
the last dance, the tango, when somehow near the end of the dance, if they would have done the same thing that they did at the restaurant with the blowing out the candles, if they would have, dimmed the lights, spotlight on them, he's spinning her around, the last tango move, and then
That would have been really, really cool.
Wishes came true.
Yeah. But you know what they did do? The song at the beginning of the movie is also the song at the end. So they did kind of wrap the beginning, and I don't know the name of that song. I probably should have looked that up, but they did do that.
Okay.
Because what played in the beginning and played again at the end, I thought that was pretty cool. So I guess that kind of brings it around, but not specific to the wish itself. So
Okay.
What about you? Jeer.
I don't know if you want to call it a jeer, but do you know who Molly's parents were in the movie?
I never figured that out.
I didn't know.
I never figured that out.
I didn't know if it was his brother or
But it's
what.
weird because she never really referenced his brother as dad. That's just one of those things that was sort of dangling out there, like, who does she belong to?
Right. And she was such
Whose
a good part of
daughter
the
is
whole
she?
movie.
She was what?
She was a good part of the whole movie.
She was really cute. And
But they didn't mention it, or maybe I missed it. I don't know.
I don't think they did. Now that you say that, I don't think they did.
Well,
I think that's a good catch too.
yeah.
Huh. Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. So, do you have any more jeers or no? I think I have one more.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go for it.
Yankee and Matt, did you get this feeling that when they were at the barbecue that there was going to be a connection between them two?
So Yen K is the friend
Is
who
the
plays
friend,
Jess,
right.
plays Emily's friend, Jess, and Matt plays brother, Jake's
Right.
brother.
Right.
I felt like there was a little chemistry in the dinner scene in the barn. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're talking about? There was a little
That's exactly
bit,
what I'm talking about.
but there was really no follow up or
nothing.
I guess it's possible they filmed something and it just ended up on the editing room floor.
Ooh,
Because maybe they started something. They got chopped.
Aw.
We don't know that for sure.
We don't, but I
speculating.
just thought I'd bring that to people's attention.
There was a little bit, I believe, at the dinner.
Okay.
Now that you say that,
Then I
didn't
wasn't
pick up
just
on
seeing
it.
things.
Well,
Well, yeah.
maybe.
Well, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. So, how many corks out of 5 corks? How many would you give it?
I'm going to give it a 4.
I would give it a solid 4 as well.
Yeah. Okay.
It was really enjoyable.
It was. I enjoyed it.
Yes.
The scenery was great. The chemistry between all of the actors,
Yes,
the main characters, the supporting cast, I thought was great.
same.
So that's what I'm giving it.
We're on the
corks.
same page. Same page.
So thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast. Follow us on social media. And if you really, really liked the show, leave a 5-star review. And if you didn't really, really like the show, leave a 5-star review.
Do it no matter what. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Right.
Join us next week when we review the 3rd Loveuary film, Return to Office, which airs Saturday, February 15th. Until then, fill up your glasses and push play. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.